Iranian Supreme Leader Khamenei said that the occupying military forces, referring to the American and United Kingdom forces, must leave Iraq as soon as possible, no doubt waving his finger, since every day that their departure is delayed, it will be to the detriment of the people of Iraq. I think he says it in quite menacing terms, in my view. And he addressed the Iraqi president, saying the mutual agreement regarding the expulsion of the Monarchihin, the term used by the regime to describe the PMOI, and hereafter I will refer to the PMOI, the mutual agreement regarding the expulsion of the PMOI from Iraq must be implemented, and we are waiting for it. That was his precise words. And clearly there is enormous now pressure on the residents. They feel beleaguered, surrounded, and for reasons which I and others will amplify during this debate, how under threat they feel. It's against the backdrop, I must say as an aside, of course, of the Iranian regime feeling increasingly wobbly, which I welcome, and that's been reflected in recent provincial elections in Iran. But clearly the leaders, Khamenei and Rafsanjani, are putting up the pressure on the Iraq government, and there's another person whose name we wish to introduce here, that's Farik al-Rabai, who's the Iraqi's national security advisor. He does seem, many of his utterances have a similar ring, in my view, to those of Joseph Goebbels. He said that on March the 8th, it is legitimate for Iran to have such a position, that is, demand that we hand them over. We therefore have adopted a clear and precise policy of expelling this terrorist organisation out of Iraq and rapidly returning Ashraf residents to Iran. They're his words, not mine. He goes on. These individuals have been brainwashed, and we must see that we must free them from this poison. This process will be painful, he tells us, in the beginning, but there are no other alternatives than to resort to this painful measure. It has a ring of the early 1940s to me.
I'm very grateful to the Honourable Member for giving way, and he'll be aware that on February the 28th, former President Rafsanjani of Iran visited Iraq and met with the Iraqi president and made the Iranian government in terms of position abundantly clear in terms of the return of those people to Iran. And as the Honourable Member for Ribble Valley said, the Iranian government certainly have form on this. A few months ago, Iranian relatives of Ashraf residents attempted to leave Tehran to visit their relatives. Many of those people are still languishing in Evin prison in Tehran just for simply attempting to visit their relatives.